November 11th, 2024, I created my very first Forever World on the Better Minecraft mod pack. I was super proud of this world and I played it very consistently for about a year. So how did we get here? January of this year, my laptop started having some issues, and sadly with those issues, the world got deleted. And yeah, while it really sucks to lose something that you dedicated so much time to, it creates the perfect opportunity for a fresh start. Alright, so we have just spawned in, and I won't lie to you, I actually have explored this seed quite a bit, and I already found a spot for us to build our house. Unfortunately for us, it is a couple hundred blocks away, but the nice thing about this mod pack is that there actually is so many different structures and biomes for us to explore, and I already see a couple over there that I think we should head towards. But first, we must do the basics and get ourselves some tools. All that boring stuff. And now that we got that boring stuff out of the way, let's explore over here. First of all, we're gonna need a boat. And I don't have enough wood. I also really want to get up to one of those islands up there, but we're gonna need a lot of blocks for that. And luckily we got these big fat trees right here. And now we are ready to go. Also, maybe we shouldn't go in this pirate ship. I don't think my wood sword is sufficient. Although what we can do is build up to that island up there. And is that diamonds? We don't have anything to mine the diamonds, but that is not going to stop me. So let's make ourselves that iron pickaxe. We can... That was the wrong button. Well, luckily we do have enough to make another one, although that was rather embarrassing. So I'm gonna break all these diamonds. And now that we've collected our 4 diamonds, let's make our way back down. This is peak. Hey, buddy. Boop. All right, we killed... Hey, where the freak did you come from? Get out of here, chud. All right, this is definitely not ideal. Get out of here. Is that a bed? We can finally sleep. All right, well now we don't gotta deal with any of those mobs. So now we can officially start heading towards the place that I found for our base. Oh my god, look at his goofy little eyes and his goofy little butt. If memory serves me right, I believe that it is this way. Hopefully. There we go. Look at how cool this is. Even this by itself would be such a cool place to build a base. Luckily, I don't think the spot that I found is too far away. This looks awesome though. And there's a... Hey! Hey! Oh no, I'm at 2 hearts. Holy balls. This place is so freaking cool. I really love how these mountains look. I am not a fan of that though. And this is the spot that I found for us to build our base. Now I really love this area because it is surrounded by huge mountains with this beautiful flower biome around it. And then in the middle here, we have a huge area that's pretty flat and really good for building. And I just think that this is going to be so peak. I mean, look at how pretty that is. So I do want to build my little starter house right over here. So let's start with a little base camp. And of course, let's set our spawn because we are going to die. Now it's time for us to do some proper exploring. So I'm going to head in this direction. And while I did explore a lot of this world, I really didn't go this way. So I am super excited to see what we're going to find. And I walked into a tree. Look at how freaking pretty this is. I'm so excited. This area is just so cool. All right, what kind of wood do we get from this? Iron log. That kind of ugly. We've got some big redwood trees over here and elephants. They look kind of goofy though. All right, this looks promising. Anything cool in here? No? That was disappointing. This is so cool. And there's a coral reef down here with jellyfish? What? This is so cool. Holy bosh. Now, the only issue is that I did forget to bring my bed with me. Get! Oh! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Oh! I'm gonna die! Uh-oh. Why are you spinning? You know, this is really cool and all, but I would really love some sheep right now. Whoa! Look at how pretty this is. This is witch hazel. Oh, this is so this is so freaking cool. Now, one of my main goals while exploring is to find some blocks to use for our starter house because I built a starter house that I really love in a creative world, but it requires a block that we do need to kill the warden for. We're gonna need a placeholder block. But I don't know what I want that to be. It definitely ain't gonna be birch. All right, what does this look like? Ooh, that looked bad. That looked real bad. What does a plank look like? You know what? I am not totally against this color. It's kind of cute. Hey! What the heck? I'm gonna grab some of these just in case, because I don't hate it. Hey! You're out of here. Get the freak out of here, you chuds. Nasty. Now I'm a little confused because I swear that there was a bunch of structures while I was exploring before, but it seems like we've gotten rather unlucky. Oh, there's a cute little campsite. With a bed. I will be taking that. This biome is really pretty in the daytime too. Whoa! Whoa! No thank you. This is so freaking cool. Look at that dude. Hey! It's a little house. Is this a house? What this is? Oh, it's a mob spawner. Alright, luckily... What? Hey! What the freak? Where did you come from? Uh-oh. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Uh-oh. This is dumb. Hey! Get the freak out of here! I can't catch a break. Alright, this is kind of a bust. Although I do like this area a lot. Alright, finally looks like we found a good structure. Alright, hopefully there's nothing evil in here. And it's a pillager outpost. Well, let's be quick about it. What y'all got for me? Get the freak out! I will definitely take these. I will take that helmet. Really look like anything very good up here. Well, that was kind of disappointing. And now we have to get back down. Get out, nerd. Oh, let's get out of here. This place sucks. Uh-oh. Hey, I was gonna do a little segment. Get the freak out of here. Ooh. Wait, I like those trees. Wait, there's more over here. What the heck? Ow. I actually really wanted to use these trees for the starter house. This is very lucky, except for... Get away from me. Get the freak out of here. All right, well, let's very quickly get some of these. All right, we have over 2 stacks. That should definitely be enough. Now, I think it's safe to say that we've done enough exploring. So let's head back home. And now let's focus on getting the basics of our house down. And now let's use the carpenter table to turn all of that into smooth planks. Now, I really want to build a house right there, but we are going to have to terraform that a little bit. So let's get some dirt, riveting stuff. Let's terraform this area a bit. Now we can start working on the outline. While I was editing this video, I did realize that I forgot to record a large portion of what I was doing. So I'll give you guys a quick summary. Basically, in order to build my starter house, I really wanted to use mushroom nether planks, which means that we had to make a trip to the nether. So I built the nether portal and spent about 40 minutes trying to find the correct biome. Once we found the right biome, I was able to get a bunch of planks. And this is when disaster truly struck. I built out the entire roof and replaced the whole floor, and then my game froze. Are you freaking kidding me? And that brings us back to when I remembered to hit record again. Alright, well, let's do this again. So now that that's all done, we do need some windows. So let's go get some sand. So we got about 2 stacks of sand from that, so let's go ahead and start smelting that. While we wait for that to smelt, let's go ahead and put a door on this place. Now there's also these really cute flower boxes, and I really want to make a couple for this place. So we're going to need 12 of those, and this is the only time we will ever be using birch. So now we got the cute little flower boxes, like this. Alright, so now all the flowers are on there, and now we can start putting in the windows. And now our house is fully protected, so we can actually start decorating the inside. So let's move all of this in here. And now we can focus on actually making the inside of this place look nice. So for starters, I really want to section off little individual areas. And we can have a cute little entryway right here, like that. And then in this corner over here, I want to have a bunch of chests. And then I want to section this off. And then this space right here will be the bedroom. And luckily we have some pretty cool furniture mods. So we do have some like custom looking beds down here, but we need wool for them and feathers. So let's go find ourselves some unlucky animals. Now we have 2 beds, and then we can go ahead and dye the sheets and do this. Then I think these are cute because they look like a little dresser. And then we can have a cute little bedside table. And now the final thing that I want to add to my room is a little plushie. And now we have a cute little Jake plushie to go right next to our bed. Alright, so I have done quite a bit of stuff off camera. The first of which being this little point up here. I think it's super cute. And then I also went ahead and terraformed this whole area right here. So now we have a nice flat area. And I also got ourselves a backpack. Now there is one final thing that I wanted to do today, which is add a little chimney to our house. Luckily, I did some mining off camera, and I got us a bunch of calcite, which I want to use for the fireplace. Alright, so now I want to turn this all into bricks. Alright, there we go. So we're gonna have a little shelf come out. I think that that's super cute. Now we need the campfire for it. Super cute. And then finally, we're gonna put a little companion cube on the shelf up here. And then for the back of the house, I really want to build a chimney. And luckily, in this mod pack, we have these. So I'm gonna put one of those at the top. Heck yeah, I think that that's super cute. And now let's just grab some oak leaves. And now we can just kind of place them around the sides. And now I think our house is finally complete. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!